Like, share, and subscribe to my channel as I continue to provide you with trusted information for you to use to make decisions. Today, I want to look at dream killers because a number of persons start out on a small scale, start out with little or nothing, and during the process of them wanting to elevate themselves, there are some persons that they'll meet upon that will kill their dreams, and some persons acquiesce or surrender to these dream killers. But I'm going to let you be aware of something that I want you to understand carefully. My mother was my first person who tried to kill my dream. I wanted to be a doctor as early as I knew myself. That was my dream, to be a medical doctor. It has always been my dream, and I was working towards it. But I had a setback, or some setbacks, if you want to put it that far. And if I had just settled for what my mother had told me, I would have not attained what I've attained today in life. If I had just settled or listened or believed what my mother had actually said to me. I did 6 C-sex subjects in high school and failed 4. Failed math, English, social studies, and another subject. I don't remember what the other, on typewriting during my time at high school. I remember when I went home and told my mother that I had failed 4 of 6, which is what? 2 of 3, right? 2 of 3, which is 66%, 67% I had failed. And I'd only passed 33% of my subjects. My mother said to me, "Today you're workless, so you're good enough for nothing. And you disappoint me." And those words pierced through my bones. And I had vouched to myself that I was going to make it and prove to her that I was going to make it. Then my second dream killer came when I had accumulated some subjects and had not passed English language. And I went to a cousin of mine. I had passed English at SSC and not CXC, and went to other schools after that to try to accomplish other subjects, right? So I'm going to discuss some of those schools, etc. And my cousin at the time was the head for engineering at UTech. And I went to him and said to him, "Could you speak to some persons for me to get into UTech?" Then I had math and other subjects, including English, having gone to other schools after leaving Vauxhall Secondary, currently Vauxhall High School. And my cousin said to me that he knew no one that could help me. Many of my friends had actually gone to school, and I sat and went to do A levels, did A level math, accounts, econ. No one was there to help me. And every day, like my mother was hammering in my head that you are no one, nobody. And then my cousin added fuel to that. And many times I felt like no one. And I decided I was going to prove these 2 persons wrong. That I wasn't going to settle for what they told me and how they treated me, how they let me felt. And I worked. On many occasions I could not afford food, had nowhere to live, lived on the streets. But decided I'm not going to settle. I'm going to fight it because I wanted to prove to them that I really am someone, that I was going to make it despite their low belief, lack of belief in me. Now, what I want to say to a number of persons who are listening to this is that these dream killers sometimes come even after you've accomplished. Recently, I had a conversation with a colleague, and I've reached now a stage where I'm doctor, right? And that colleague was actually trying to say to me that I must settle for something, and I'm saying no. I have done the work, I have put in the preparation, and it's now my time to shine, and I want it. And if somebody's going to ask me to serve in a particular capacity, I'm not going to serve in that capacity because I've now warranted via hard work. I've not settled based on my failures to attain this point, and I won't settle because you are putting me into that box. And I have to technically indicate to the person, listen, I'm not settling for what you think I'm valued, what you think I'm worth. This is what I'm worth. And if you want me, then you're going to have to meet me at where I'm worth. But do not tell me to settle when I put in all that work from long ago. And a number of us do not seem to understand that if you do not value yourself a particular way and do not have this self belief, this self confidence, these dream killers become demon killers and will destroy your even inner spirit to excel and to thrive. Because that's what they do. No, I will not settle in anybody's box, in anybody's zone to suit anyone. Because Paul Bourne has and came here to dominate. And because I came here to dominate, because of the 6 million sperm cells that travel through my mother's canal, I was the only one that made it. And that said to me that, listen, that Paul is strong, Paul is dominant, Paul is good, Paul is a creator, Paul is an innovator, Paul is a discoverer, Paul is an excellent person, Paul is bright, Paul is an accomplished individual. All those things constitute who Paul Bourne is. And I will not settle for any average thing. I will not settle for any average performance because I have made it. Let me see it. I have made it. And I've made it because I did not settle for what person believed or what person thought or for what person spoke over my life. I didn't believe them. And I have proven to them that I am an exemplar character. I'm an exemplar success. I am beyond what they could ever dream or imagine. And I've accomplished it and more. So I want a number of you to understand who are listening to this video that you're going to meet some persons who are dream killers from even your very family. Somewhere you're going to be your siblings and even your very mother and father may be a part of this dream killer phenomenon. But they can only kill your dream if you settle for what they actually say. If you don't settle and have that self-belief and work, I'll guarantee you'd even do more than I have accomplished. I have 2 doctorates. I have a teaching diploma. I have a first degree and a second degree, and those degrees are in statistics. I'm hosted on the World Health Organization website, invited to many seminars by World Health Organization, participated in a number of things for Jamaica, reviewed for some top journals in the world, including PAHO's Journal and Journal of Scandinavian Journal of Public Health. Only because I believed in self. A number of persons are going to tell you because you believe in yourself, you're cocky and you're boasty and you're show off. That is a part of what their psychological ploy to kill your inner dream. And if you acquiesce or subscribe to what they are saying to you, you will never materialize. You'll never reach the pinnacle of your life. You will never succeed because those persons are only dream killers. I want to listen to this sermon by this pastor and tell me if the pastor is not addressing some of the very issues I'm speaking to you about. Listen to what he has to say.
Whoever I'm assigned to preach to today, 2016 is your year. You're going to stop settling. Now, you can settle if you want, but notice, whatever you settle on is where you're going to die. If you're settled financially, I ain't mad at you, but no, you're going to die where you settle. If you're settled in your fitness, you say you're going to lose 50 pounds, you lost 15. Now you settled, now you're eating donuts again. I'm saying wherever you settle is where it ends. Some of us have settled at a level because I'm not what I was. I'm not where I dreamed, but I'm not where I was. See, the Bible doesn't say why they settled in Haran. It doesn't say why they got comfortable there. But my guess is even though it wasn't a promise, it was progress. Woo! Somebody just help me preach. I promise I won't be long. See, it's not the promise, that's Canaan. But it is progress, it's not Ur the Chaldeans. And some people I'm preaching to.
I want you to understand clearly there what is happening. A number of you settle for movement in career, movement in physical things, movement in material things. And because you see an expansion in that, you associate that expansion with your destiny and your dream. Your dream is what you started out with as a child. And a number of you, because you are bigger in size or bigger in terms of what you were yesterday, you associate that increase with your dreams. That is not your dream. And you know that's not your dream. What you're doing, you're settling. And let me repeat that. You are settling because you are fearful of accomplishing your dream, because psychologically you have been destroyed by some dream killers. I'm saying those dream killers sell you a psychology, and they have sold you a psychology of destruction that let you accept mediocrity, marginal increase, and associate increase with dream or vision. That is not what you ought to measure yourself with. Measure yourself with your dream. That dream that you started with as a child, did you accomplish that dream? That dream that you had when you were years old, that wanted to take on the world and do that, did you accomplish those dreams? Or are you settling for mere increase? When you begin to explain why you are not accomplishing your dreams, it means that you have settled for little or nothing. And you're only going to settle for little or nothing because in your life, during the time that you were growing up from that dream of a child to your adulthood, there were many dream killers. And you internalize what those dream killers said to you, and you have settled for where you are. Many persons are unaccomplished, unhappy, because those dream killers destroy your dream, because you settled for what they told you. I, Paul Andrew Bourne, will not settle for anything else except what Paul Andrew Bourne dreamt of when he was a child. Nobody will stop me. Nobody will stop me. And even in death, I will accomplish my dreams, because that's how powerful a person I am. I have attained to be on the dean's list. I did one doctorate where my GPA was almost 3.9. It was 3.89. I did a doctorate where my GPA was 4.0 out of 4.0. Nobody will destroy my dream. Remember, I failed English. But not only that, I failed English 12 consecutive years before I was successful. And nobody will kill my dream. You're gonna put me in a box, label me as to what you think you visualize of me, because that's not what I think of myself. Nobody will kill my dream. I'm a dream builder, a dream creator, a dream navigator. And all those persons who are dream killers, get behind me. You're not worthy of me even thinking about you. And for those persons who are listening to me, I'm saying, let no one destroy your dream. And if the devil presents himself to you and tell you how much you have erred and you have underaccomplished in your life, let him understand that I'm a dream creator. And no one will destroy my dreams, whether physically or psychologically. And even in death, my dreams will be accomplished. That's how confident I am. And you are telling me that I'm cocky because you too have a dream that you are trying to accomplish. Do not try to destroy mine. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel as I continue to provide with trusted information for you to use make decisions. My thing is, there are many dream killers out there. Are you going to let them destroy your dreams?